This is the longest Steven Universe hiatus yet, spanning over 125 days. This record-breaking hiatus may be the longest in the entirety of the series. All we know is that the show will return in winter. Winter is coming. So, to prepare, why not grab the Steven Universe Game of Thrones parody, Winter is Coming Tee and Hoodie, available in the description below. Welcome back to Crystal Clear on the Roundtable. I'm your host, AwestruckVox. Now, in my previous Crystal Clear, I speculated on why Lion goes missing in the upcoming episodes of Steven Universe. That he, like Connie and the rest of the Crystal Gems, is upset with Steven for turning himself into Homeworld. This theory, and the sneak peek to Dewey wins in general, has been met with mixed reactions, some of which shock me. I saw a handful of backlash stating no one should be angry or upset with Steven. They don't have the right. The Crystal Gems, Connie, nobody was able to properly take on Topaz and Aquamarine. Hell, Lion and Greg weren't even there. So why are they angry he did what he felt was best? They were completely useless. He wasn't. Well, this is where I strongly disagree, and believe Season 5 will shine some light on this. If you recall way back in the spring when the synopsis for Steven Universe Season 5 was released, it read, "Friendships are tested as the saga continues in this Emmy-nominated series created by Rebecca Sugar. The show returns with new adventurous story arcs and specials, in which fans will meet more gems, spend time with the diamonds, and gain insight into the ever-mysterious Gem Homeworld, while the series to your hero Steven Universe will grow as a leader." Now, we have met more gems, spent time with the diamonds and such, but one thing that hasn't come to fruition yet is friendships being tested. Sure, you have Labs and Paradox imminent falling out in the San Diego Comic-Con trailer, but that's just one friendship. The synopsis used friendships, as in plural. That's where I believe a conflict in Season 5 will occur, Steven versus the Crystal Gems. Not in terms of there being physical disputes, but something more in line with the Sardonyx arc, people receiving the cold shoulder, and awkward tensions that fill the room. The Gems, Connie, Greg, Lion, even the Beach City Townies, everyone does have a right to be mad at Steven. If you don't understand why, you may have misinterpreted a huge running theme of the series entirely. Being thrown into difficult situations is nothing new for any of the characters in Steven Universe. Yet, in all those situations, Steven always extended his hand out to help, no questions asked. Even if the person in need resisted and refused assistance, Steven forced his way in. Whether if it was facing Homeworld with the Gems for the first time after they wanted him as far as possible, or the various Beach City adventures, like helping Kiki get through her nightmares, Steven was the light at the end of their tunnel. This even carried over to antagonists, or those who tried to physically hurt him, Jasper, Eyeball, and while she isn't necessarily an antagonist, Bismuth. A huge point to Mindful Education was Steven's immense guilt towards failing to help them. There's also Steven's huge lecture and speech to Connie and Sworn to the Sword, that someday they'll have to fight some really strong foes, but they'll do it together. Hell, the whole point to the episode was for Connie not to fight only for Steven, but with Steven, side by side. Despite all those adventures, Steven won't let anyone return the favor. During the confrontation with Topaz and I Am My Mom, Connie frantically suggests a fusion to Stevani, yet Steven just brushes it off, stating, "We're already in the air. How are we going to get back?" Which made no sense to me. Yeah, you're already in the air, but that would be a dilemma unfused or not. So what point are you trying to make? The entirety of Sworn to the Sword was just thrown out the window in that moment. Steven pushed Connie away. Stevani could have actually put up a great fight, perhaps even take out Topaz, and work Captain America magic to knock Aquamarine's wand out of her hand with her shield. Couple this with Steven ignoring everyone's plea as he walks back into the ship, going to Homeworld, you'd understand why Connie and everyone else would be upset with Steven. If the situation was reversed, and it was anyone else walking into that ship, you know Steven would have done everything in his power to stop them from leaving. There's no denying this one simple fact. Steven was being selfish. Yes, his intentions were good. Yes, he was doing what he was doing for the sake of everyone's safety, but he did so on his own terms. No one else's. There was no meeting halfway, no teamwork, just Steven getting his way. And that's a slap in the face to everyone. So yes, that lack of teamwork and turning against everything he stood for is why everyone is completely in the right to be upset at Steven. What he did wasn't acceptable. Going on from there, where will everyone stand with Steven? Clearly, they're happy he's home, but they are never going to be happy about the decisions he's made. Connie is just a start, but as we saw in the San Diego Comic-Con trailer, Greg is beginning to demand answers from the Gems as well. How coy they decide to be will not only decide their relationship with Greg, but with Steven. Even after Connie and Lion make amends with Steven, the conflict may not end. Let's take note that in the Lars of the Stars sneak peek, Steven and Connie go to visit Lars without the gems. Who knows if they're even informed or gave their consent, nor if any of that would stop Steven. Considering Steven and Connie were clueless that Lars hijacked a ship, they were anticipating him to still be on Homeworld. I don't believe Garnet and Pearl would be down with Steven casually popping up on the planet, when he's still public enemy number 1. Rebecca Sugar's words at New York Comic Con echoed my crystal clear discussing season 5 being the darkest season yet. She stated nothing can go back to being normal, and that there's serious consequences to everything that's transpired. Words that mirrored my own to a T. Almost every story is prone to having the everything goes down the toilet arc, where friendships are strained, and considering Rebecca Sugar is a huge fan of One Piece, what we've seen in season 5 feels very reminiscent of the Water 7 and Enies Lobby arc from the One Piece anime and manga. That being said, while I do think the relationships between everybody will be restored at some point, it's not going to happen right away, but rather close to the end of the season where they have to band together and deal with a conflict, likely involving the diamonds. As always, these are just my thoughts and I'd love to hear yours, so please leave them in the comments below. How do you feel about season 5's bleak atmosphere and tone? Steven's unspoken falling out with the crystal gems? Let's get a discussion going in the comments below. If you want the conversation going beyond the comments, you can follow and tweet to us at Roundtable Vids or me at AwestruckVox. You can also join our Discord server and download our official Amino app available for iOS and Android. If you want to support us, consider pledging $1 on Patreon. Also be sure to snag a Steven Universe hiatus, Winter is Coming shirt or hoodie. Links to everything in the description below. While you're there, follow the rest of our crew. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, it really helps us out. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications so you never miss a Steven Universe video from the Roundtable. I hope you have a beautiful day, and AwestruckVox signing out.